Orientation being with everyone that we're going to be working with for the next 3 years was great. We really got to know everyone's personality, to actually also go out with one another. I also enjoyed the simulations, especially for the strokes, because that we're in charge. We're going to be stroke experts, but also with the neurology residents, we had a simulation with them both, and we were able to know what are our parts during a stroke activation.
Yeah, each other's role and how to do it. And then when we came to the ER, we were ready to go to our first stroke. I think that was really good. Ultrasound boot camp. I loved that with Dr. Herb.
Oh yes. Yes, because I think that was one of the things I was so excited for during interview season, when Dr. Price said that you will have an orientation, like a boot camp for ultrasound, because I was not in a medical school that allowed us to use the ultrasound, or during our rotations as a medical student, we didn't use the ultrasound, and having that boot camp really helped when we're using it here now as during our real shifts.
Now I feel like I know what I'm looking for with the ultrasound. You can actually do a cardiac exam, look at the gallbladder, and know what findings I'm looking for like a cholecystitis or cholelithiasis.
And which probes to use as well. The whole entire process was good, because some days we were in lectures, and some days we were actually out. During the Dragon Boat was actually exciting, because I'm new here, so I didn't know what other activities I can do outside of the hospital. So all the events that we had that was outside of the hospital and outside of sim was really enjoyable.
Yeah, I think it was a good mix between skill building activities, brushing up on old material that we may have forgotten our 4th year with lecture, and the simulation getting us prepared for managing airways as well as the strokes, and then just getting to know everyone.
Yes,
it's really good.
I felt prepared.
For me, I thought orientation was an absolute blast. You know, it's a month-long thing where we have bunches of lectures and simulations, and you really just get to know all of your class, and you really develop a sense of family here. I think all the faculty do a really good job of choosing the right people. Definitely going to build some really lifelong friendships here, and they'll definitely be able to help you out and be your shoulder to cry on if you need it, while you're here in residency. I really enjoyed doing the central lines. You got one-on-one time with the attendings, and they really made sure that you had the appropriate technique with the ultrasound and the needle and punch vessels. Overall, it was awesome. It really prepared me whenever I got on the floor in the ICU.
I thought it was great going through all the shock lectures, and then having all of the sim cases along with that, and then getting coached along the way afterwards, letting you fail just a little bit, and then coming back and then showing how you can improve and stepping up to the next one and fixing those problems.
Ultrasound boot camp was the absolute best. Dr. Herbst did a really good job. Honestly felt like it wasn't long enough. Ultrasound is essentially, in my opinion, the future of medicine. I'm sure she'd love to hear me say that, but it's probably one of the best times during orientation.
And I thought it was a good mixture of hands-on and also having the lecture, so you knew what you were doing and the physics of it, and then physically being able to manipulate the probes and everything, sort of figuring out the landscape and what you're doing.
Ultrasound boot camp was amazing. For those of us who have much experience coming in, you get to see everything from A to Z. That way, on your first day of your shifts, you're not scared. You're more confident, and you're able to diagnose. Basically, we're in the Sim Center, top class rated Sim Center with Dr. Megan Herbst. We're in there. We're with models volunteering. We're scanning. We're doing your fast exams, extending fast exams, and our cardiac ultrasounds. We're doing musculoskeletal ultrasounds. We're just doing the whole gambit, and so you're going in. There's nothing you shouldn't be able to do on your first day. So it's really good.
I think one of the best things about the orientation month is that actually we had a lot of time in the simulation center, like Abubakar said, that the simulation, you kind of just walk through for the very basics, so that you get to build up your confidence. And once you hit the wards and everything, you can actually hit the ground running and be very proficient at your duties and start to build your clinical gestalt. One of the things that we worked on was the resuscitation, either the medical and also the trauma resuscitations during simulation, where we practiced stuff like shock. like cardiogenic shock and how to deal with septic shock, how to recognize those and what to look for, and to kind of think through the steps in a safe environment where we can make mistakes, but for the most part also grow and also learn in those environments.
Get really good at your bread and butter cases. The things that you're going to see on a daily basis. We did anaphylaxis, like you said. We did all the type of shocks. We did your ectopic pregnancies. You did your Varian torsions. We also got good on those with ultrasound as well. I didn't mention that earlier. You get good on your procedures as well. We learn on the central lines, intubation. So
it was a great time to get to know people you're going to be spending the 3 years with in close contact. We played basketball, played some other sports. We went out for drinks sometimes, and it was really like a great month of bonding.
So I think one of the great things about orientation is we spent a whole lot of time doing simulation. And I think that really helped us hone some skills and practice some new skills that maybe we didn't do in medical school to prepare us for our rotations in the ED and other parts of the hospital. Ultrasound boot camp I thought was awesome. I personally didn't have that much experience with ultrasound, and Dr. Herbst was so awesome explaining all the different concepts of it, and we got plenty of practice. So that was a great introduction for stuff I'm going to be doing every day.
There was a pool party, which was nice, at one of the doctor's houses. And in the beginning of orientation, there's a picnic with all the residents. So that was really nice just to get to know not just people in your class, but also the second and third years and some of the attendings. We played some games, did a talent show, so that was really fun.
So I think one of the great parts about orientation is they really ease you into the clinical experience. We did a couple of shadow shifts at each of the hospitals to just kind of get oriented to the system, how to use the computer, just general orientation around the department. And I think that's a great way, instead of just being thrown into it, kind of ease your way in.
I actually love that our program spends 6 weeks of orientation where we are not only getting you ready for clinical work and to hit the ground running, but also we really take the time to develop you as a team. We develop our interns into a family before they are scattered for the first year. So I think it's really important to not just focus on the clinical, but to focus on team building and keeping yourself well. We love orientation. Come and be part of our family and get to know us.